Welcome, friends. Today, we are starting another First Impression series. Exciting. That's right, friends. Once again, we are back with another First Impression series. Another series of First Impressions. And the house we are doing First Impressions on today is J.F. Schwarzlose. Yeah. From Berlin. But you didn't see that coming. So, these were recommended to me by Jura Rose. And I decided that I would take a chance and get a sample set. And I did. And I've had it for a long time and not used it yet. So, that's not very clever, is it? No, it's not. So, I know nothing about this house, nothing whatsoever. Never smelled anything from them, never heard anything about them. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like just going in 100% blind. There is a bit of a blurb. I believe this came back into prominence, or it came back into production in 2012, after being one of those brands that used to be famous and then died away. Someone bought the name, I believe. We have 8 fragrances in this box. I will try 4. And then the next video, I'll try another 4. So, let's have a look what we have inside. Oh, that doesn't come all the way out. It wants to stay. Oh, excuse me. And then we have this. Oh, wow, that's a really German sounding name. Okay, so we have 1A33, Treffpunkt und 8 Uhr, Zeitgeist, Altruist, Rausch, Trance, Later 6, and 2020. And it even tells you the notes on the handy dandy card. So, let's have a look. We will pick out the first 8, shall we? The first 4 even. Ooh. Okay. So what do we have here? We have Altruist, Trance, Treffpunkt 8 Uhr, and 1A33. Okay, so we will start at the beginning. We will start with Altruist. I think these are all the white side, because there's a white side, and then there's, whoops, I'm no good at card games, a black side. So let's have a look, shall we? We'll start with Altruist. We'll put all these handy dandy cards here. There we go. Give me a drink. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Let's go. First one, Altruist. What do you have to say for yourself? Transparency. Bergamot. Bergamot essence. Lemon essence. Aqual. Ginger pure jungle essence. Imagination. Rose. Suppressants. Rose suppressants. Orange blossom absolute. Nutmeg essence. Black pepper pure jungle essence. Trademark. And contrast. Cedar wood essence. Vetiver essence. Patchouli essence. And ambramone. Oh, God. That doesn't sound great, does it? Let's see what the Altruist has to say for itself. When were you released? 2015. Wow! It's got a huge write-up. I ain't reading all that. So, first off, I get this very citric, lemon, sparkly, very sparkly, kind of fresh. I think there might be something geranium-ish in here as well. It's a little creamy. It's very fresh. It's very zesty. It's not a nasty lemon. You know, it might turn nasty as soon as it touches my skin, but on card, it's very lovely. It's got that very bright, open, zesty, citric, cologne-style opening, you know? Apparently, the nose is a Veronique Nyberg. I've never heard of that. I think she's the in-house perfumer. It smells good, though. It doesn't smell like... It's not shit. Apparently, this was made at Marne. So, Black Pepper Pure Jungle Essence is an exclusive Marne extract. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of that black pepper, but not a great deal. Something a little bit spicy. Everything's been completely blown away by the bergamot and the lemon so far. You know? The bergamot and the lemon is on fire. It smells new. It smells like fresh, and it says here, smells like fresh paper and ink, young men in the shower locker room, soap, fresh sweat, and deodorant. Also grey rainbows, transparent concrete, and imaginary flowers. I mean, this is very... I'm going to use the word abstract, but it's not abstract, it's bollocks. It's all that kind of quote-unquote artistry that I don't... Okay, that's drying down a little bit more creamy now. I'm getting a bit more of the rose. Maybe the amber too. Only getting a hint of like this peppery, spicy sort of thing. As I say, the lemon and the bergamot is absolutely massive. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit more of the pepper. That's starting to show itself a bit now. It smells a bit like an Eldo, you know? It smells a bit like an Etat Libre d'Orange scent. Not any one in particular, just smells like something they would make, you know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Okay, we will move on. We will move on, friends. Next up, we have Trance. Trance by Schwarzlose. Okay, so let's see. Released in 2012. This must have been one of the first ones. Zeitgeist, it's called. Is it called Zeitgeist? No, it's called Trance. What is going on? Where's this? That's on the other side. Origin and sensuality. At the origin, a pure and a virginal Turkish rose oil. Rose Absolute MD by LMR. Mutation. A gourmand bath turning the petals into crystallized petals and powder of spices corrupting the blossoms. Forbidden potion. A drop of absinthe to free the spirit. Wormwood and a leathery animality. cyst absolute, and labdanum resinoid. Okay. Let's see, I'm suspecting some kind of ambery shizzle to start going on here. I get something which I suspect may very well be an amber wood lurking deep within. Maybe not, maybe. Oh, there's a little blurb, but Trance is another revitalized fragrance. It is hypnotic and at the same time an intoxication of all senses. Moving, intense and ambiguous. It reflects Berlin, modernity versus tradition, man or woman, like the transformation from innocence to guilt. I'm getting a rose. I'm getting something green as well. That's probably the absinthe, isn't it? I like the rose in this. I really do. That LMR rose is the same one, I think that's in Ostense's rose, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's probably the same material and it's very nice. If a little bit basic. I'm getting something a little bit spicy here, actually. Like, no, not spicy. Spicy's the wrong way of putting it. I'm getting something like an amberwood. There's like some sort of oud thing, like fake oud going on in here. You know? It's got that. The rose is really nice. It's like a jam. Like a rose jam, you know? Something a bit green, something a bit woody as well, though. Maybe even something a little bit boozy, you know? There's something a little bit horrible lurking within as well. That's what I thought the spice might be, but it's not. It's something a bit more animalic. Yeah, that leathery animalic kind of thing. It's more like a bad smell. Rubbery, animalic, something a little bit nasty. It's not bad, actually. I feared an amberwood. I mean, the amberwood might still come out. I mean, that's what amberwoods do, isn't it? They lurk for about 20 minutes, half an hour, until you've been lulled into a false sense of security and you've decided to buy it based on the first impression you got of it. Which is why you should never buy based on first impressions. And then when you get it home, you're like, oh, what the fuck's that? And it's an amberwood, and you've invited it into the house like a vampire. You know, they can't come in unless you invite them in with your wallet. But I don't hate it as it stands. Okay, next up, let's go. What are you? Treffpunkt UHR. Magnet, mango flavour record, and fresh ginger, an aphrodisiac magnetic addictive blend. Thrill, Sage Clary Oil, LMR, and Naked Lady, a blend of wisdom and impulse, of reassurance and danger. Alluring Heritage, Vetiver Heart, LMR, a noble ingredient signalling the trail with presence and elegance. What? Let's have a look at what you smell like. Rendezvous at 8 o'clock. A further new interpretation of a Schwarzlose classic is richer in contrast, a fragrance that captures the thrilling anticipation of a rendezvous with all its connotations. So it's highly sexualized, highly emotive, or trying to be at least, these fragrances. Oh God. Just what I didn't want to happen. There we go. Okay. Weird. Really weird. Tangy, right? But it's got a hay tang quite thing, you know? So I'm getting a good huff of that, you know? I like to get good huffs. There's something dry and... what was it? They said ginger. It's not like a fizzy ginger, it's like a spicy ginger, you know? You can get effervescence from a ginger before. From the ginger in something else that we've already tried, but grapefruit. Is there grapefruit in it? Mango, not grapefruit, mango. Don't like this. Don't like this. It's got a really weird combination. It's very tickly on the nose. It's almost aldehydic. But it feels more like it's like that ginger's really, really, really amped up. And they're well made and they're using good ingredients so far. They're not shit. Do you know what I mean? It's not like boring shite, this. You know? Like, I'm intrigued. I'm impressed with their kind of quality. I'm getting more of the vetiver. In fact, I'm getting a lot more of the vetiver now. That's just come through massively. That was a strange opening, that. That was a very, very strange couple of minutes. Getting that creamy, greeny kind of thing going on. That's quite nice, actually, that vetiver. I like that. Vetiver Heart from LMR. LMR make good materials. But they all have a kind of similar... I don't know if it's the extraction process they use. I don't know if it's like something they add to it. I don't know if they design them on purpose, but the LMR all have this kind of thread that runs throughout them, and I can't identify or define what it is. But it's there. I like the coherence, but I would also prefer a bit more variety. But if you've smelled the Ostens fragrances and then you smelled these, right, you would know what I was talking about. They're good quality materials, they are. And they smell good. But they've definitely got a thread running through them, you know. I'm not sure this brand has yet, though. There's a couple of the materials that have, but I'm not sure about whether the brand actually smells that way or not. Okay, last one. Last one for today, friends. This is 1A33. 1A33 is a first new interpretation of a Schwarzlose classic, literally breathes Berlin air. The name refers to the original car license plate of pre-war Berlin, thus uniting the old with the new. I'm glad that's the old you chose, though. You know? Let's have a look here. Mandarin LMR, pink pepper CO2 and droplets accord lime tree blossom. Heritage, jasmine sambac LMR as a link to the original scent, magnolia flower oil as a symbol of perseverance and dignity, and the vibrant edge is pulsating cedarwood and iris powder. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. And it's not because it's bad, it's because I don't like that big jasmine, magnolia, iris thing, and I get it straight away. It's got the rind of an orange. It's got like orange rind, like mandarin orange rind. Much less so the fruit. I mean, it's there. It's like the flesh. It's like... not like a juicy... it is like a juicy mandarin, but it's like a bitter... it's a little bit peppery as well. It's got linden blossom. I'm a big fan of lime. So maybe that's what's given it like the fleshy sort of thing. It's very floral. It's very white floral. I just don't like jasmine. I just don't like white florals. You know, I've tried, friends. I've tried. No. This is a first impression, but I just don't like this kind of scent. I'd be lying if I tried to be like, ooh. It's good quality. You know, it's good quality fragrance. I just don't like... I just don't like it. I just don't like that kind of smell. I don't particularly want to smell it anymore, if I'm being honest. Dry. Jasmine. Air. Rough. You might love it. If you love jasmine, you probably would. Okay, Altruist. It does smell, it does have this kind of soap, freshly washed, shower, cologne kind of thing. If you're looking for a summer perfume to make you smell fresh and nice and quality, this is lovely. And it's got a little bit of tingle to it as well from that black pepper thing, but it's very, very fresh soap. You know when you first crack open a bar of soap, like a newly scented bar of soap, and it's bursting out of the box? It's got that. That is very nice, actually. That is very nice, even though I'm smelling these in mid to late October. Probably the wrong time. If I was smelling that in the summer, I might be tempted. Like, I'll put some of that on skin. Okay, next up we have Trance. Trance is the rose one. Yeah, that's got an amber wood lurking in it, and it's fucking foul. It's in there somewhere. I can smell it. I can smell it. And it's becoming more and more prominent, and I don't like it. Yeah, No. The rose has sort of got, it's like a rose oud sort of thing, but it's not, I don't like that style. Okay. Next up we have Rendezvous at 8. Right, that's become a much more vetiver-centric, smooth, creamy, sort of sage kind of thing going on, you know? Green. It's not dark, but it's not light either. Very classy, actually. Growing up, it's nice, that. That's nice. I'll try that on skin too. And then last, dead last, a very jasmine-y fragrance. It just seems a bit blunt. You know what I mean? It feels blunt. I'm still getting the rind, the flesh of the mandarin orange fruit. But mainly that jasmine magnolia thing. Really grim. For me anyway. Very dry as well. Very dry. I find jasmine like that sometimes. Okay. That's a good first impression I've got from the brand, though. I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.